On this episode, I joined Chase to discuss our Valentine's plans and the lack thereof for me. And we discuss how cheap he is and if used equipment's the right way to go for you.
Welcome to The Dentist Show. Let's jump right in.
Well, welcome to The Dentist Show.
The Dentist Show.
We are back again.
I know.
And you came all the way back for another episode to Mesa, Arizona. What are the chances?
I love Mesa, Arizona so much.
You just flew home after the last episode.
Yeah.
Flew all the way back.
Yeah, it's a
just
down
for
and
another
back.
Episode. Man, you're amazing.
Thank you.
That's so good.
I appreciate it. I just try to be as cool as you.
I feel like you're going to fly back again for the next couple episodes, but we might be in Chandler.
Yeah, it's a different town.
We'll see. We might, we mix it up. But we're in February.
Yeah, we are.
It's on soon to be Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And what are you doing?
What am I doing for Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
I haven't been asked by anyone to go be their Valentine, so
All right.
so I'm just waiting for my request to be their Valentine. No, my wife sent me a little meme that said, "Just sitting here patiently waiting for my husband to ask me if I'm going to be his Valentine, even though I know I am."
Oh, that sounds like that sounds about right.
Yeah. So, truth be told, I don't know what we're doing for Valentine's Day. Cassie and I were going to go over to Hawaii to visit Chesney with our kids and then do that for like 4 days and then send our kids home. And then Cassie and I were going to stay for another week.
Right.
And that was going to be our Valentine's Day / her birthday. And as you know, we don't have a doctor in Hayden now.
Yep.
So
You're tagged.
I'm no longer going to go to Hawaii for that long. We're still going to do the 4 days.
Yeah.
And we're flying back so that I can work in Hayden.
So you'll be back for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we'll be back for Valentine's Day.
Well, you'll have to do something special for her.
Did we actually ever start this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah? We said
Yeah.
The Dentist Show?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You remember? Come on, man. Where you been? Yeah, I said that it's like Valentine's Day time.
Yeah, you did. You're so good.
So yeah, it's Valentine's Day. We're off the hook because my parents are celebrating their 50th anniversary.
Well,
So
that's true love right there.
Yeah, we're going on a cruise. True love or
Dedication. Determination.
or they just hate change. Just
Unwilling to change. Hey, that right there is a feat in itself.
I agree. Actually, I know they listen to the show, so they'll laugh at that. And
Just joking, Mom and Dad. We love you.
how much is it so true, though? I think sometimes the team members that have been with me for a long time, they're like, we love working here. I'm like, nah, you just don't like change.
Yeah.
And you probably do like it here.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
most offices
you
are
like
worse.
it enough, or it's not bad enough to initiate change.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's not. You don't like change, so it's not that bad.
Yes,
you stay.
we're better than whatever that level of need for you to change is.
Yeah. Have we? I don't know if we've talked about when a new assistant comes on, and they tell you like, my last dentist threw instruments at me.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about it, and I've heard it too.
And you've heard it.
Yeah.
And so one day, I felt like I told the story yesterday. I must have at some other dentist group. One day, I was frustrated. And so if you're on camera, if you can see us, I literally just like, my hand was probably 6 inches above the counter.
Yeah.
And I dropped my instrument.
You threw them at her.
Yeah. So I was frustrated. She obviously did something, or I don't even remember, incorrect. Or I've asked for instrument like 10 times and it's still not there. The step's wrong, whatever. Frustration happens. And then like a day later, I think my office manager came and like, I heard you're throwing instruments at the assistants.
You're the guy that throws instruments
And
at
it
people.
clicked. I'm like, oh, that's throwing an instrument at the team now?
Yeah.
Like I just clicked like, oh, I get it. Like it's like the patient that says like, oh yeah, he had to put a foot on me to get the tooth out. You're like, no, he didn't. It doesn't even make sense.
We've talked about that. Like,
yeah, and so it's
like-
the same thing. Like I did not throw. I seriously dropped it like 6 inches above.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Yeah, well, you're a jerk.
yeah, I'm that guy.
Yeah, if you haven't met Dr. Chase Davis, now you know.
I am
Now
the
you know.
instrument thrower
Yeah.
at my team members. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. Next time you interview someone, be like, "Was that Dr. Davis that threw the instrument at
The
you?"
first time the assistant told me that, I was probably like pale face, like, you kidding me? A dentist threw an
Right,
instrument
like
at
you were
you?
thinking
like darts,
or at least like throw it in their general direction.
I know. I was picturing darts. Like, you idiot. Throws it at him, sticks it in the bag. She's running out. Ah! No.
Could you
just
imagine?
Drop it 3 inches and it's throwing at him.
Dude.
And there might be some. There might be dentists that
I was
do
gonna say,
that.
I think it's probably happened at some point. Maybe not darts, but chucked at them in their general direction.
Stick in their back as they're running away.
Could you imagine
That'd be a great
a
TikTok.
bloody explorer like in your back?
Yeah.
Like,
There should be a TikTok with that. I bet it's never been done. It'd be the first one, like what we do when we're frustrated and we drop instruments. What our team sees,
Like,
when we
jumps
throw
back.
instrument jumps back, we're like throwing at them.
That'd be a good one.
Take the little plastic instrument, stick in their bag. Don't mess with me. Anyways,
well,
wow.
I'm pretty sure that there are dentists that have actually thrown instruments in someone's general direction. Maybe
Yeah, I
not
don't think
darts.
so.
Well,
I think
there's
that's it. I think they just drop it.
yeah. I don't know. There is a dentist in our area that was caught chasing his assistant around the office and then out into the into the parking lot. So
That's so funny. It's funny to me. I love stuff like that.
so I mean that's one. If he had an instrument in his hand, that might have been the only step that he needed to throw an
Yeah, but he
instrument.
didn't throw it.
Yeah, he didn't throw it. He chose
Or
not
there
to
might
throw
have
it.
been abuse there. Yeah, that sometimes like my heart's torn when I hear. Once I always laugh when someone gets hurt or does something stupid, according to my dad. And when someone does that, I go like, "Man, what an idiot dentist!" And then it also like follows up and like, that must have been one of the worst assistants ever.
Yeah,
to
like-
get them all riled up like that, to have them like totally break the mode of professionalism and start chasing your dental assistant. Like, what did she do to trigger that crazy person to do that? Anyways, we're all under stress.
I mean, he could have been on drugs. I don't know, or drinking, or
Maybe we should invite him on the podcast.
yeah.
You
Okay,
reach out
I'm
to
not
him.
going to drop his name here, but I'll look into it.
Yeah, if you find some kind of random dude dentist on our website, like this guy's from Washington, as we're winking in the video, like he's the one that chased the assistant out. We won't say that was wink twice. Like,
Yeah.
this is the guy.
Do you, speaking of winking, every now and again it's a little bit I do with our patients and our hygienists. I'm like, is Jackie treating you okay? Blink twice if you need me to run the room.
Yeah.
Right? And then they're like, no, she's super fine. She's so nice, very, very nice. And I'm like, you're probably saying that because she already threatened you, aren't you?
That's good. I like that one. I used to say like, "Oh, you got the short stick today because you got Juan to clean your teeth," and it didn't go as funny as I thought it was. I think patients like, "Really?
Really? That sucks.
Oh no, I'm just kidding. Juan's great." I switched it up. I don't say that anymore. Or whoever is cleaning their teeth.
Yeah, just Juan. Just Juan.
I say it a lot because Juan likes to tease.
Right.
He's
He
the
can,
office tease.
handle the jokes and he gives them back.
Yeah, he's great. We love him. He's one of our best hygienists. We love Juan.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, so it is Valentine's week. So
Yeah.
hopefully
so
do something make up because we destroyed the
I'll
whole
get some
trip.
roses.
Yeah. Better get some.
Maybe some chocolates.
My wife hates flowers. I have no
Yeah.
easy way to get like gifts.
Yeah.
So thankfully this time we'll be on an airplane. So
Yeah. Where's the cruise again?
we're going to the Caribbean, somewhere.
nice,
We leave out of Fort Lauderdale. I'm
Better
not
get
really
your
sure.
passports.
Raquel and I have them. It's the kids
That's the
that were.
kids. Will they get them in time?
Well, so that's the debate, right? So we're going to Australia in March,
Yeah.
and it takes a passport. It's like 4 to 6 weeks, and we can't make an appointment for like 3 weeks.
Oh.
And then they have an emergency pass, but you can't get that until 2 weeks out. So we just like, we'll get it in 2 weeks.
Risk getting it the 2 weeks pass?
Yeah, because then you just go down and do it the same day, and it's done.
Yeah.
And it's actually the same cost as Express now, anyway. So
Yeah.
we're trying to figure that out. And we got to take kids out of school to go do it. It's not. I thought passports would be easy, just not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. They don't want you traveling.
I like if you're both like husband and wife has passports, you think it'd be like, oh, it's a simple process.
Yeah. It's kind of like TSA pre-check. If you have TSA
Yeah, they just
pre-check,
get to
anyone
go with
under
us.
18 go.
Yeah, they just jump in line with us.
Yeah. For all they know, that's a little terrorist walking around with you.
Yeah, yeah. Do you do anything? Does the office do anything for Valentine's Day?
We haven't historically done any events or anything.
No.
We decorate a little bit.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Or does Sadie decorate? Or
Well,
do you-
like, yeah, it's not me. When I say we, I mean Sadie.
is it just one office, or do they all do it?
I don't know what Hayden's gonna do.
Mm.
This is our first Valentine's Day. But yeah, Medical Lake and Spokane do. What about?
No, I don't think they do anything. I think it's a weird holiday.
Yeah, it's. I think we put like a couple hearts out and that's it.
I think when we were like our first year or two out, Raquel used to make or bake stuff for the office, but we had like 5 team members, 4 team members. So
Yeah, so it's a lot easier. Yeah, I think it depends on who's in the office and if they really want to decorate. I'm one that's like, let's not decorate. Let's just we already decorated. It looks nice in here.
You guys decorate a lot more than we do.
Yeah, I'm more on the not decorating, and we have people that want to decorate. So
Well, I don't think we decorate anything until July, and then we do July 4th, and then we do Halloween and Christmas.
you do Halloween decorations?
Mm-hmm.
We do like fall decorations, like
Yeah, they don't do fall. They do
leaves and stuff like that.
Halloween, and then bam, Christmas, and then like before I get back from Christmas vacation, it's all torn down.
Yeah.
Like we have like the Christmas.
It ends on January.
Yeah, it ends. Like you come back January. I'm like, yeah, but they're like winter. You could left the wintry ones.
Yeah.
Because I'm more like, go ahead, that's fun. But no, it's like ripped down. No Christmas. Like, okay,
Christmas is over.
Christmas is over. So no Valentine's Day. All right. Well, Cassie's got to
Yeah.
do something for her.
We want to go to maybe do like a couple nights at Schweitzer or something.
Of course you do.
But it would be the wife and kids. So
Yeah,
it wouldn't
you
really
can
be
celebrate Valentine's Day
Yeah.
with them. That's good. Good. So this episode, we want to talk about equipment and maybe how cheap I am and how sometimes it pays off.
Yeah.
It always pays off to save money, and sometimes it's not worth the effort.
Yeah.
Actually, what brought this attention when you brought it up, because you keep saying stuff breaks, and then 2 was a video I was watching of a patient that was video recording like the place, and he was saying like, look how dirty this place is. I can't believe my dentist office is this dirty. It wasn't dirty, it was just old.
Yeah.
So all the paint was chipping off the equipment. The flooring was pulling up a little bit. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, come on, go spray paint the paint or the metal and the equipment.
it'll
Do
look
something.
great.
Like, it doesn't cost money to do it. And then probably your mind, like, why don't they just buy new equipment? I was wondering, like, what would Ryan think? Versus, like, I'm just going to spray paint
I'm
it, man.
I'm cheap. Or let's say this. I'm not cheap. Try to be efficient with my time.
Okay.
In the sense that I don't want to just buy cheap crap that breaks down.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be replacing and refixing things over and over again.
Yeah, totally get it.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to be tiling bathrooms because that's not what I'm good at.
Yeah, you are.
You're good at it.
No.
And you still shouldn't be tiling bathrooms.
Yeah. Yeah. And $1 is just so hard to make sometimes. So
Yeah. No, it's and that's I guess that's what the debate is. I don't think it's one way is right and one way is wrong. It's at times it's right and at times it's wrong, right?
So what equipment have we purchased that is used?
Well, I think one of the best pieces of equipment that we bought that is used and is still paying off in a long run is we got all of the chairs
Oh yeah.
that are in the Spokane office. So that's actually, we got 10 out of 12 chairs used from a community health center that was getting rid of them. And they looked like basically brand new.
Yeah.
And so we got those chairs and the rear delivery units for our hygiene ops. So 5 hygiene ops plus all 10 chairs. And I bought the entire storage unit used. He was like, anything in the storage unit's yours. I was like, all right, let's do it.
It was like 30,000. Right?
Yeah, it was like $30,000.
Yeah, that was cool. It was kind of a weird transaction too, because you usually buy those from the clinic itself, and somehow our supplier got involved and sold it.
So
However happened,
I gave a bag of cash. That's all I know. I'm just
I think we even paid with a credit card. I don't know. That was a weird.
yeah, I
transaction.
remember there was a weird way we paid for it.
Yeah.
But it totally worked out.
and we still use all the dental chairs.
Yeah, all the chairs are functional. We haven't had any technical problems with any of them.
Yeah, I think that's the magic of the ADEC is they do last, and so that's one piece of equipment we do typically buy used. Actually, I don't think I've ever bought a new chair, and
We can
have
spend
a
so
lot of
much
chairs.
money on chairs for no reason.
Yeah, well, and some like I get like I think there's one called Beaver State, and there's another one, some other company, Forest, and their stuff doesn't seem like the last.
Yeah.
But the ADECs, I forget what ADECs we typically have, but the 1040s, I think they are.
Yeah.
And there's one other one.
The 1040s are the older ones, and there's a one just after that one.
It's still old though.
Yeah, no, it's still
Yeah,
old.
probably 10 years old.
I can't remember what it is, but the 1040s are what we have in 2 of the ops in Spokane, and then we have them modeled just newer than that.
Yeah, whatever it is.
And I can't remember what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they just seem to last, and you can always repair them
Yeah.
if they ever need repair. Like it's typically oily, oil and cushions, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to maintenance,
Upholstery.
general maintenance. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like, okay, that usually pays off.
Yeah.
Okay, what's an example of some used equipment that maybe hasn't paid off or been kind of a pain in the butt?
Cavitrons.
Dude, we've actually, so it depends where you go. So what I typically do is go on this Facebook group called Hygiene Resell
Yeah.
or something like that. I don't know what it's called.
And you're buying Cavitrons from hygienists that just graduated.
Yeah, hygiene students.
Yeah.
And they've been phenomenal. And typically I probably bought 10 of them probably or more.
Yeah.
And we've never had an issue, and we typically get them, and I'm usually better than I have been lately. And I ask them where they bought them from, who the supplier was, and then when we get them, we can actually register them.
Yeah, I remember.
And then there is some type of warranty. But the last couple, we've had 2 crappy ones. They've come. I don't think it's the hygienist selling crappy equipment. I just think it's a fluky thing that some breaks or doesn't work right. And so that's why it's fresh on Ryan's mind.
It is.
He's all upset about it. I'm like, dude, I've spent hours researching this, trusting some random woman on the internet to like send this stupid Cavitron, and all you guys do is complain. No appreciation.
Actually, that's the best part about it is you sent me a text. It's like, why are you guys being so hard on these Cavitrons? Yeah. What are you doing?
You guys broke like 4 in 3 months.
I know. Well, what it is 2 of the ones that were new sent to us by yours truly are broken
already, even though they did work when they first got there.
Yeah. And we happen to have 2 that we bought with the offices that were already super old that died.
Yeah. Cavitrons are so good. And they're like, and that price has changed too. Like 5 or 6 years ago, they used to be like $1,500 new.
Yeah.
Those little things are like $3,500.
I know.
You can buy them from like $1,200 from a hygiene student, and they're practically new. Just if they ship it right, or if they ran it with water or not water, they can mess it up. We've never had an issue with any of them.
Yeah, I think it was just a fluke, honestly.
And it could have been the hygienist screwing us over, or some dentist with like a fake woman picture on Facebook, like, man, I'm gonna give you a bad Cavitron. I don't know.
I just retired and I got to get my last $100 out of this thing.
That sounds like a retired dentist right there. Yeah. Well, we'll have to have that conversation another day, but that like resonates very well with me. Like the limited mindset dentists have,
squeezing every last penny out
that you
of
just
it.
sold your practice for $1.5 million.
Yeah,
and you're still like you're just crawling back for like the pennies.
Yeah,
just to like screw us a little more.
Yeah, well, and that's where we get used crappy Cavitrons.
That's why we're like, hey, we gotta like save some money somewhere. What else?
No, I was gonna ask you, what's a piece of equipment that you bought that you were like, yeah, that didn't pan out?
No, most things have been all right.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the equipment I would never buy used. Well, we bought a used pano up there in Spokane.
We did,
and that worked fine.
It actually was great.
It's kind of a pain in the butt to like get it there and whatever.
Yeah, because we had to pay to get it installed.
It worked fine.
Yeah.
And then it's funny, we sold it back to the same guy.
We did.
That we bought it from. So, but I don't think I would want to buy a used panel. I've looked at them before, and especially cone beams. I don't know. Feels like
I think
weird.
I think it's even a used one. It's such a big investment, and you want to ensure that you have a quality functioning CBCT for your patients and for your planning, and like it'd be a real bummer if you bought one that wasn't working right.
And the equipment guys, nobody, like we used to have some really cool ones here that would help us get them installed or whatever. Now, like all the small mom and pop like repair places are gone.
Yeah,
they passed away, and so now like you have the main suppliers that they will not.
They don't want to do it.
They will not touch it. They said there's no liability. I'm like, well, I'll sign liability. It's me. Like, no, we still won't touch it. And they want like, they just came and moved one for us because we redesigned the office. They seriously moved it 5 feet. They charged me $4,000. Jeez. Took them 4 hours. Like even I don't think it took them 4 hours. I think it took them an hour, and I think they just sat around and. Like messed with stuff, even though like they didn't change anything. They unplugged it, and plugged it back in.
And plug it back in.
Yeah, we ran all the cabling. Everything was so easy for them. And man, anyways, I hate suppliers sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
so what else I'm trying to think. Like that's probably the main thing we buy used. I think over time we stop buying used equipment a lot of times.
Yeah.
Because there might be run into like a warranty issue. And as when I was the full-time dentist, and I could fix stuff. It was my money.
Yeah.
So I would just sit down, like, I'll figure out how to fix this, because if I call a repair guy, it's going to cost me more money.
Right.
Whereas associates in the team, they don't have that same mentality, and they don't have to.
Right.
And so it's easier for them to call the manufacturer and just have a warranty fix it versus me trying to save a couple $100 and fix it myself.
Right.
And so I think as we have more associates and more team members, it's just easier to buy new equipment that has a warranty, and the supplier has to come out and fix it.
Yeah.
And
I think you're right on that, because I mean, just in the older offices, you and I we'd happily lay on the ground to figure out why this chair is not working.
Yeah, I still do.
Yeah, and if I'm in the office and we have problems, I'm the go-to repair guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I'm not, then it's just headache if there's...
Yeah, that's why CEREC machines, I don't think, work very well in if the partner dentist doesn't use it,
Yeah.
it's not going to be used unless the associates come from like Pacific Dental who like force them to use it.
Yeah.
Because if there is ever a hiccup, it becomes a big problem, and then the
Just
dentist
throws
is
the
like,
schedule
I don't
off, and I don't want
to
to use it.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the impression.
Yeah, actually, that was one thing. We have used CEREC units.
Oh yeah, see, use CEREC works fine, and I think there would be a benefit of buying. I have never bought one new.
Yeah.
And I think there will be a benefit there because you do get the training, and you have the sales rep that just made their like $40,000 in profit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
whatever their cut is, and they'll come in and train and fix stuff for you while you're learning. Versus if you buy it used, you're kind of on your own.
Yeah, it's like
your Spokane, Washington. I hope your Patterson rep hears this. They're like the worst people in the world.
Actually,
I hope Patterson goes out of business based on that. Like,
I actually hate that. Yeah, so we bought. This sounds so bad to like throw Patterson under the bus over.
It's
and
a
over
Spokane
again.
area. Not all Patterson reps are bad. It's that area.
So we buy used CEREC, right? And mind you, at this point, we're knocking on the door of being a $3 million office at this point.
Probably not that yet.
Maybe 2.5 or something like that.
Because we were moving from the first practice from 919 to 1222. So it wasn't.
I think it was after we were in there a year, though, at least.
It's like similar time, though. No, it was like we threw a lot of crap at you at the same time.
Either way.
Yeah.
It wasn't a small office.
No, it was,
right?
Yeah, it could have been.
Maybe not a huge account to grab, but it was an account.
Oh, no. It's still, even if you're above $2 million, you're still top 10%.
No, I know. I'm just saying for Patterson.
Yeah,
reps,
no,
right?
it could have been something.
So we buy these used CERECs, or the used CEREC. We get the Speedfire, the mill, and one of the CEREC units, the computer. And all I need is someone to upgrade the software, or I think we had to actually put a new computer in it, update that, and then get us on the CEREC Club once it's all up and running. Okay, cool, easy. Patterson's your go-to for CEREC, right?
Yeah.
They made it so hard. They're like, no, you've got to start all using your supplies with us. You're buying supplies from us. We're not going to work with you until you open an account with us and get that all going. And I'm like, okay, cool. Henry Schein will do it for me, and we already order supplies from them. So
I don't even know if you're ordering supplies from them yet.
I don't. Maybe that was part of the switch
that was
over.
part of the switch.
Yeah, because
they helped us, and then
and that was right when Henry Schein. I mean, Henry Schein was getting into CEREC, but it wasn't
full, and it's still not. They're not great.
They're not. They're not as good at it as Patterson.
Yeah,
has been.
They did with it. They had all the great techs,
Yeah.
and that just goes to show you, like, if those Patterson reps were cool, they might have won your business over.
Oh yeah, if they would,
like, I tell everybody that story.
Yeah, if they would have just worked with me on this little thing, like,
it's not like we asked to do it for free.
No,
we understood there'd be a charge. We understand it needed upgraded, and
I would have paid what it cost to upgrade it. We would have paid what it, like, all of those things. But they're like, no, you've got to move all your supplies over to this and that. Set up the account with us, otherwise we can't help you. And I'm like, okay, then.
Yeah, I tell you,
just missed out on the opportunity of a $2 million office, right?
Right. Yeah. I've told a lot of people that story.
Yeah.
I really hope it hurts them up there, because that's not how you do business.
If someone's asking for something, you help them do that one thing. It's like if someone comes in for a limited exam, right? We don't tell them, like, hey, that tooth that's bothering you is important, and let's take care of all these other things first.
Yeah, you have to do everything. You have to do cleaning first, and then I'll fix this.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, that actually drives me crazy when patients tell me that, like, because it's happened. I've had patients say, oh, my doctor wouldn't work on it unless I got a cleaning first. I'm like, I'll do your root canal right now. Like, I don't even care if you get a clean.
Even in dental school, how they teach you to do like phase 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
It's still like the big stuff. Like
Yeah.
even though they do want you to have it cleaning before you do crowns,
Yeah.
it's still like fix a broken tooth, do your root canal, take out
Right.
bad teeth. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know where dentists get that stuff
Yeah,
from.
so that's the thing. It's like, just like a customer or a new customer acquisition should be in supply world, like help them out, get them taken care of, get them out of their limited emergency, and then you might win their business forever.
Yeah, you
and
probably
that's
will, yeah.
and that's how we do it with our limited exams. It's like you come in, you got this problem, let's fix this problem. And then once I'm done, it's almost even the same. It's most of the time the same day. As soon as I'm done with that root canal or as soon as I'm done with that crown, whatever it is that brought that patient in, I then tell them, hey, you came in on an emergency today and you had to get dentistry done because it was in pain and bothering you. Why don't we try to avoid that and let's get you scheduled for a cleaning and we look at everything so we can help you make sure this isn't going to become a problem.
Yeah, it's such a better way to do business and win people over. And I think that's the secret to any sales. Like we have a Henry Schein guy that's trying to win over a business, and this is exactly how he does. He's just like, how can I help you guys? He's not charging us anything.
No.
Just like he'd be there to fix it. So to go back,
I mean, he did schedule a meeting without you or with me not even knowing about it.
What's that?
I'm a little hurt.
Who?
The Henry Schein rep.
Here?
Yeah. No, the one that flew down and you talked to Felker.
Oh, that's Burkhart.
Oh, that's Burkhart. You're right. That's
Yeah,
Burkhart.
it's
Shoot,
Burkhart.
I'm off the
Yeah.
hook here.
That guy, yeah.
He's a really nice guy too. Actually,
he's
a super
good
nice guy.
Burkhart's a great company.
Yeah, they
and
are.
They flew down when they're a special markets guy to meet me, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know Ryan." I'm like, "How do you know Ryan?"
Yeah.
Well, he's my dentist. I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, he's a super nice guy.
Yeah, you didn't know you sponsored my son's baseball team or some sporting event? I was
Yeah, it
like,
was baseball.
"What? Really?" He's like, "Yeah, that's Ryan's a cool guy." I'm like, "What do you mean? We use Shine up there." And he's like, "Yeah, I know. I don't know why." I'm like, "Why? Why he didn't like the other guy? He didn't like Mike." But anyway, so I think if we go back to the use versus
Yeah. Let's
New
circle
equipment?
back on that.
I think I wouldn't change anything when I'm the sole provider. I'm the only dentist, or it's me and another dentist that works with me, and I'm there every day. I still would buy used equipment because I'm actually just raised that way to fix stuff in construction.
Well,
So I would still do it.
yeah, I mean, I don't. Hopefully, I wasn't cutting you off there. I apologize for that. It's if I'm there every day, I don't mind repairing the things as they come up. And what I was always taught in the manufacturing world is like there are things that customers are paying for, and there's things that are not being paid for by the customer, and those are just our overhead, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no need to be vain or have vanity. Like people don't care if your dental chair was $40,000. They want to get quality dentistry done, right? And so if you have a comfortable dental chair that you bought for $5,000, that's $35,000 that you saved, and you still can you could probably do more good for your patients because you're not strapped down by that huge overhead of something that the patient wasn't willing to pay for.
Yeah, I've been super successful with most used things, and I think like if you're ready to fix stuff, then that's fine. Or if you have like right now, we have a great dental assistant in the Chandler location that's like he fixes everything now, and we actually have a couple guys that just go, and one of our dentists that just fixes stuff for us as a break, so it works for them. And then there's another dental office that they will not fix a single thing, and it's always calls and repair. And so those, I would be like, let's just buy new equipment so then you know who to call. And so anyways, I like saving money, and there's a point too where you start to lose money because you're being so cheap that you're constantly fixing it, or there's downtime.
Yeah, there's downtime associated with that, like our internet in medical aid.
Well, that's nothing used. That's just
that's
small town.
just small town stuff. But it's like one of those things that's like if we could fix that, like
there's no price that we wouldn't pay to fix that. Come on, Elon. We need a little bigger, robust satellite.
Yeah,
Starlink.
we need Starlink for business.
I still think it might work, but even if you bought 2 Starlinks, and have one for
one for the front, one for the back.
Yeah.
Well, so what I understand is our biggest problem isn't the internet coming into the building. It's once it's in the building, all of the hodgepodge wiring that's been done is part of the problem.
What, Ethernet cables?
Yeah, there's like Ethernet cable into a splitter that then goes to another.
Well, that's something simple to fix.
Yeah, so I think
This is a low voltage guy. It'll be like a day and $1,000.
Well, why don't you come up and do it?
Well, because no one explained to me. Everyone just we switched the provider to Patera.
Yeah. So we're saving money there.
Yeah, but it seems like it's worse.
It's not any worse.
It's not worse.
It's just you're just on a call weekly, so now you hear about it. We went from talking about used equipment to bad internet.
Yeah, and here we are.
And here we
But it was
are.
good. So like I said, to rephrase everything or summarize it,
Yeah.
used equipment is great, especially dental chairs.
Yeah.
Like M11s, we didn't talk about those, but
Oh,
those
yeah.
work great. Typically used.
Yeah, I think we've bought
about one
2.
Spokane.
Oh yeah, one up in Spokane used, and we had one. Oh, we did buy a new one, and we had one used from one office. We bought another used one, and they've been great.
Yeah, and they can just be repaired so many times. And we would have bought more new, but then they went out at like crazy. They're like $9,000.
Yeah,
suddenly.
that was the hard part, like the post COVID pricing.
It's
Like,
so crazy.
so
So we bought a
crazy.
few used. Now we only buy them used because we can keep fixing them.
yeah,
So there are things that are great to buy used. You save like half the money.
Yeah.
And there's some things that I will never buy another Cavitron for the Spokane Valley office. And I will continue buying it for our Arizona offices. So we'll just put that out there.
yeah,
It sounds like it's a you problem, not a us
yeah.
problem.
It's the weather up there. It's cold. When the shipping is cold.
Yes, it's all cold. Well, good. So if you go onto our website, The Dentist Show, you'll be able to find that PDF we talked about episodes ago. And also, like I said, there's no money here, which is just kind of love or passion project right now. So if you'll share this to any dentist to share a movement, to maybe get some more mindset changes amongst the dentists, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And maybe we can attract a better looking, cooler dentist than we are to
Yeah, that would be nice.
to the
Yeah,
episodes.
if you get people to subscribe, like, and share, and do all those things, then we'll get better looking people and more interesting people.
Yeah, we got it. Well, thank you. And until next time, you guys have a great Valentine's Day.
Yeah, thank you, and see you next time on The Dentist Show.
Thanks for listening to The Dentist Show. We hope that this episode helped you make smiles about more than teeth. To get more resources to grow as a dentist and to learn more about Chase and Ryan, go to thedentistshow.com or just follow the link in the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, share with another dentist in your life and help us grow the movement. And be sure to rate and review wherever you're listening.